Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to you. If you're gearing up for your competitive exams, you know just how absolutely crucial current affairs are. In this masterclass, we are going to tackle the most important topics from December 2025 and January 2026, all in a completely exam-focused way. So, let's get right into it. In this session, we're going to discuss the most essential questions from the past 2 months. I promise you, this masterclass is designed to give your preparation a really solid boost. So get ready and stay focused.
So here's our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with a little strategy, then we'll jump into national and international news, cover science and sports, and wrap it all up with a quick revision. It's all structured to help you understand every single topic clearly.
Okay, let's dive into our first section, strategy. Remember, the key with current affairs isn't just to memorize them, it's to understand them. When you really get the why behind a piece of news, the facts just stick in your memory automatically.
To get the absolute maximum benefit from this session, I've got a little tip for you. As soon as I ask a question, I want you to pause and really try to recall the answer. Then, listen to the explanation and jot down some short notes. Trust me, this active learning technique will boost your retention like you wouldn't believe.
All right, now that we have our strategy down, let's move on to our first content section, the National News Roundup. These are the kinds of topics that frequently pop up in exams, so make sure you're paying close attention here.
Our first question is about a national first. Can you think of which state in India was the very first to achieve 100% digitization of its electoral rolls? Just take a second and think about it.
And the correct answer is Kerala. This was done under the Special Intensive Revision, or SIR program. Now, what's really interesting here is the why. This is a fantastic example of governance reform. You see, digitization increases transparency, it reduces errors, and it makes the entire electoral process so much more efficient. So definitely remember the name of the program, too. Up next, a question about a very important government scheme, one that's pretty much always in the news. We all know about MGNREGS. So, what is the new name the cabinet has approved for it?
The new name is Pradhan Mantri Gramin Rozgar Yojana. Now, it's really important to understand what's meant by governance reform and branding here. By doing this, the government is trying to give all of its welfare schemes a sort of unified identity, making them easier to recognize. For your exam, the old name, the new name, and the core objective of the scheme, all three are super important.
Let's switch gears to some national news related to the environment. Where is India's first ever National Coral Reef Research Center going to be built? This is a huge step for protecting marine biodiversity in the country. The correct answer is Lakshadweep. And really, it's a logical choice, isn't it? It's famous for its beautiful coral reefs. For the environment section of your exam, this is an absolute must-know question, because it showcases India's commitment to marine conservation, the blue economy, and fighting climate change.
Okay, after looking at key developments within the country, let's see how India's making its mark on the global stage. In this section, we'll cover some real exam favorite topics like international rankings, indices, and military exercises.
First up is a classic index-based question. What is India's rank in the Asia Power Index for 2025? This index is pretty significant because it measures the influence of countries in the Asian region, and not just military power, but economic and diplomatic influence too.
And the answer is 4th. India continues to be a major power in Asia, holding the 4th position. Make sure you remember that number.
Now for a question about military exercises. The exercise named Harimau Shakti took place in Rajasthan. Who was India's partner country in this?
The answer is Malaysia. So for this topic, there are 3 things you absolutely need to remember: the name of the exercise, Harimau Shakti, the partner country, Malaysia, and the location, Rajasthan. The whole point of these joint exercises is to strengthen coordination and strategic partnership between the armies of the 2 nations.
Let's move on to Section 4, Science, Tech, and Environment. The weightage of this section in exams has been steadily increasing, so let's see what's new and important here.
Here's a big one from the world of physics and technology. Which country has built the world's largest underground neutrino detector?
The answer is China, and the project's name is Trident. This is so significant because this detector will study ghost particles, called neutrinos. These particles are so tiny they can pass through literally anything, and by studying them, we can unlock so many secrets of the universe, like how stars explode. So remember, China and Trident.
And now it's time for a section that always gives us some interesting and score-worthy questions: sports, awards, and culture.
This next question is about a real moment of pride for India. Which Indian festival was recently added to UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage? And just so we're clear, intangible heritage means our living heritage, things like traditions and art forms.
The correct answer is the vibrant Garba of Gujarat. This is a massive global recognition for India's cultural heritage. Questions related to UNESCO have always been extremely important for exams, so please make a note of this one.
Our next question is from the awards category. Personality-based questions like this are quite common. So, who did PETA India name as its Person of the Year for 2025?
The answer is Virat Kohli. He received this award for his dedication to animal rights and welfare. So here's the crucial point. Whenever you study awards, don't just remember the winner's name, it's also essential to know the reason they received the award.
And here we are at our final section, rapid revision and final tips. Let's quickly go over all the important points one more time so they get properly locked into your brain.
So here are your top 5 hot topics. Always pay attention to national firsts, like the Kerala example we discussed. International rankings, military exercises, updates on government schemes, and cultural recognitions like UNESCO tags. These are the categories where questions are most likely to come from. Try to structure your revision around these topics.
And in the end, I just want to say this. Your hard work is your true identity. Never ever give up. You are absolutely on the right path. So just keep moving forward. I know you can do it. अगर आपको ये वीडियो हेल्पफुल लगा हो तो प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना। सारे PDFs के लिए मेरा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करें।